Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I will be exploring what the story of the spider in the cave. Now, a lot of you might be thinking right now, what in the world am I talking about? Well, I'm going to be explaining that today. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, here we go. So the story of the spider in the cave is a famous and inspiring tale for from the early days of Islam. It happened during one of the most critical moments in Islamic history, the Hijra, or the migration of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his close companion Abu Bakr from from Mecca to Medina. So basically, the plot against the prophets, as the message of Islam spread, the Qumsum tribe in Mecca grew increasingly hostile towards the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers. They saw the new religion as a threat to their power and traditional beliefs. So basically, the leaders plotted to assassinate the Prophet to put an end to Islam. However, Allah informed the Prophet about their plan and commanded him to leave Mecca and seek refuge in Medina. They escaped from Mecca on the night of planned assassination. The Christians surrounded the Prophet's house, waiting for him to come out. However, Allah protected him. Prophet Muhammad recites these verbs from Surah Yasin and as he exited his home, Allah blinded the eyes of the assassins, allowing him to walk away unnoticed. He went to the house of his trusted friend Abu Bakr, who had prepared for the journey together. They set out towards Medina, but instead of taking the direct route north, they headed south to throw off any tracks. Eventually seeking refuge in the place called the Cave Thurum, located on Mount Thara. Hiding in the cave, the Prophet and Abu Bakr hid in the cave, hoping to avoid capture. Meanwhile, the Khuzan realized that the Prophet had escaped and they initiated their search. A large reward was offered to anyone who could capture him, and search parties were sent out in all directions. Soon, some of the critics reached the entrance of the cave, where the Prophet and Abu Bakr were hiding. Abu Bakr was extremely anxious, fearing for the Prophet's safety, but Prophet comforted him, saying, "Do not grieve. Indeed, Allah is us." This was from Quran Surah of the Torah. Basically, he was trying to tell Abu Bakr that Allah, He will save us, basically. The miracle of the spider and the dove in the moment of danger, a miraculous event took place. By the will of Allah, a spider quickly swapped a web over the mouth of the cave and dove laid eggs in a nest right outside the entrance. When the curtain search reached the cave, they saw the undisturbed web and dove the nest. They realized that no one could have entered the cave silently without disturbing the web and the nest. Seeing this, they dismissed the idea of anyone being inside or moved out on without. Sorry. So, without searching the cave, the Prophet and Abu Bakr were thus saved by Allah's divine intervenience. So, basically, the lessons from this story is you should put your complete trust in Allah. And, like, if you're scared, feared, just put your trust in Allah. He will do anything. What I do if I'm scared, then I would just say, Surah Fatiha, like a couple times, and Qul Allahu Akbar, and I'll do tasbih on my hands. So basically, the importance of patience and seated fastness. Abu Bakr anciently turned to relief when he witnessed Allah's miraculous perfection. So he, so you should always be patient, and it's very, very important. So the next one is the power like small creatures in Allah's plan. So the tiny scar and gently dove were instruments in protecting the Prophet. It reminded us that Allah can use even the smallest creatures in a great plan. So he can use an ant in his planning. So, but what he would do with the ant, we have literally no idea. So, while the Prophet trusted Allah completely, he also took allegiance in practicing steps like choosing an uncoveration route without going to Medina. Sorry, go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Without going to Medina, he just went to the cave and hid there for like, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Might have been confusing, but if this was confusing, I will do another video of explaining what basically happened in this the summary. But if this makes no sense, please put it in the comments and I'll do another video on this. Thank you guys.